Dr. Abubakar Hussaini Aguma, Kazaka. I'm here to deliver a lecture on cultural heritage, the Panacea for unity for the Bassa nation. Understanding cultural heritage as a tangible things and intangible practices, knowledge, and experiences cannot be overemphasized. Re-emphasizing its importance as socio-economic catalyzer and as a powerful tool for sustaining cohesion among the Bassa people is capable of heralding development in Bassa nation. Understanding cultural heritage underscores the essential role of the Bassa elites and locals need to play in promoting and safeguarding the intellectual dialogue. This is in order to reinforce participatory governance by our people and engage with disconnected Bassa communities, individuals, and groups. Hence the need to understand some basic concepts of cultural heritage. Number one, culture. Sociologically speaking, culture can be ascribed as the totality of inherited ideas, beliefs, arts, habits, values, knowledge, including a range of activities and norms that constitute the basis for social interaction and actions amongst the identified people in communities. In other words, cultural norms are those codified acceptable conduct in a society. These serve as guidelines for behavior in a situation which serve as a template for expectations in our social group. In any of Sonopesho, in any group, in any Bushiji, Atusuji, Yashi, Yokuta, Nakagulukoshi, Yashi, Shanahaga, Pane, Yeriasha, in any Nahasa, in any Shagana Tombo Basa, Akelele, Nana Yasha, one Nana Yasha to Togo Tobas, cultural heritage, this is an expression of the way of living developed by communities which are either tangible and intangible attributes that are inherited from generation to generation. The tangible attributes are those physical artifacts like arts, crafts, musical entertainment, archaeological and historical monuments, historic and ancestral clothes, foods, drinks, buildings, shrines, masquerade, rivers, ponds, chiefdom titles, and etc. While the intangible attributes include customs, beliefs, ideologies, historical practices concerning natural environment, values, systems, lifestyle, spiritual belief, oral tradition, etc. Therefore, I will deduce from these that cultural heritage are those memories of physical places, objects, and intangible beliefs and practices in our community. Now, I will have to now explain the cultural heritage among the Bassa people. Implement. From the viewpoint of the tangible cultural heritage, the Bassas are famous in farming activities. Hence, the basic implements such as Idewe, such as Ofria, like cutlasses, then are also one of the common cultural heritage of our people, or inherited implements for the people of the Bassa. To corroborate farming for an integrated livelihood, hunting and fishing is seasonally common among the Bassa people. Hence, implements such as Oele and bow and arrow like Ela Nota, net, aya, traps, Oguru, spears, Opaga, hooks, Shekama, spears, Omanga, amongst other are common implements that are inherited by the Bassa people from generation to generation. In terms of dishes, common food heritage includes series swallow foods prepared with distilled water known as Takata Mazwa, known for an antidote for several ailments, such as also including pounded yam like Tegatangana. The Takata Mazwa is served as an antidote to several ailments. In fact, it is one of the best immunization you can ever get, as inherited by our people in Bassa nation. Then, common among these also, some of the delicacies that are also common commonly inherited by the Bassa people include prepared rice from bambara nuts, cassava, soya beans, maize, guinea corn, millet, which are so referred as Ija Karaba, Ija Oyu, Ija Alwa, Ija Shakapa, Ija Ashena. All these are several forms of Ijes that are inherited in Bassa Nation, and today we enjoy them as delicacies. Apart from these, white processed beans are also wrapped in leaves known as apapa, and this apapa is one of the famous delicacies inherited from our people from generation to generation. Same cereal are also processed to prepare pap known as ajabohu or ajaba akaraba, as well as opupo. All these are some of the delicacies we use for breakfast in Bassa land. They are all inherited cultural foods which today serve as an antidote toward immunizing ourselves against several ailments that are ravaging the society today. Distinguished guests and invited guests of honors here present, the swallow food are eaten with superb soups made from garden eggs, mushroom, penny seed, cassava starch, okra and its flour, spinaches, bitter leaf. It is otherwise referred as shepashi kerenge. We have shepashi ajeshepa, we have shepashi owowo, shepashi achibebele, shepashi achenya, ajeshepashi alo, shepashi uno, shepashi douno, shepashi gbegire, shepashi sumbo, shepashi togotu. All these are different kinds of shepas that we have inherited from our people from generation to generation. And as the Bassas are enjoying eating these delicacies, they are being spiced up with a processed local bean, so referred as bindo. Bindo, in all the aforementioned several species of food I have mentioned, give us an antidote towards a very strong immunization for several ailments that have ravaged the society today. Entertainment. The Bassa people are blessed with rich cultural inherited entertainers, such as the Ogunu dance, which we have severally witnessed today, and it is corroborative mission. We also have some other cultural beliefs and norms that has guided our behaviors, as well as things that will bind us together. For example, in the coronation of the Aguma, every Aguma emerges through a ruling houses made up of clans and community. We also have kingmakers who carefully do the selection processes and rites. It is quite believed that any community whose Aguma do not emerge through all these processes we have, as I mentioned, is bound to face crisis. It is the belief of the Bassa people, inherited from generation to generation. In terms of fishing and hunting, one of the cultural antecedents of the Bassa people is that there are special rivers, ponds, bushes that require special consultation by sacrifice at the shrine before fishing and hunting can commence. Failure to adhere to these rituals attract grave consequences to the community. Several other cultural norms are observed in our daily lives of the Bassa people, especially in terms of greeting, marriages, privileges, respect for elders, as well as federal rights. Therefore, brothers and sisters, it is quite incumbent that we remind ourselves of those rich cultural heritage of our people, so that the spirit that binds the people of the Bassa can be sustained in the long run. Cultural heritage as a panacea for unity among the Bassa people, the topic of the day. The transmission of cultural heritage is cyclical in nature. According to a model I have developed in regard to my observation I have made so far in the study of cultural heritage. First, the people in communities try to learn, understand, adapt to the cultural heritage of their forefathers. This leads to attaching value to them, and when they attach value, they do so much care and protect them. When they are being cared for, people enjoy embracing them with enthusiasm, which spur them to learn more of other emerging cultural due to societal changes. This is the pivotal core upon which unity and harmony are ensured in the community of unique people like the Bassa nation. This is the model I have personally observed as a result of my intense research on the cultural heritage in Bassa people. Therefore, it is quite pertinent that I will have to explain this way. Obasayaji Keshoma Abubakar Ondwa. But the land administration water, we able to son water, station water, we have again live on water, I got at the Baji live on water, we just wait till the on water go. I got away the ship on water with the land Nana or Fonton Waga, or Yaje or Nana of us, Ayaje, no Fon Waga. To Ganana, I go on banana shoma, Yashuku water. That is the cyclical nature upon which cultural heritage is being embedded with. The Bassa people are blessed with rich cultural heritage, as aforementioned, which over time has served as springboard for social interaction and unity. Our rich cultural heritage has battered all forms of innovation, especially in our arts, craft, and dressing, entertainment, as well as beliefs and norms. Although no ethnic group can sustain their language and culture unchanged over time, because sometimes it fades. Some cultural resources are used and some are retired as historic treasures because a deep and ethnic history, cultural heritage is filtered and added to through acts of generation. The contribution of our new generation to culture is what makes culture dynamic. Brothers and sisters, my Bassa people, however, we must understand that the ideology of our founding father was to use our cultural heritage in creating a stronger bond between us as a people. We must shun all forms of hatred amongst us and hate speeches amongst ourselves. Our cultural heritage are the fruit of our mind, the product of our tradition, an expression of our yearnings for shared value and which help to build unity and common purposes. The unity that binds people together is not only politics of democracy, but also the shared cultural resources. It is these exchanges that bind ethnic groups throughout the ups and downs of life. Whether politics are stable or not, if a society's social capital is strong enough, then they can control the effect of negative change. Brothers in the Bassa nation, cultural unity is another essential anchor for the relationship between people living in a given jurisdiction or under a given political structure like that of the Bassa nation. Therefore, it is conveniently tenable that cultural heritage as policy for unity in Bassa nation should emanate from the big hearts. Atonayato, Ahansa Oto, Abayeri Dama, it must emanate from the big heart, accepting the differences in our value system and orientation. This shall bring the highest level of mutual respect while burying our inadequacies in appreciation of one another. Conclusion. As humans, we are bound to misconstruing one another in different facets of life. Therefore, cultural heritage should be seen by the Bassa people as a process of transmitting those value-rich culture as inherited from our ancestors, process them into knowledge in order to make contribution and building on what that variety to attain quality of life among the Bassa nation. Thank you, FCTBCD, for this opportunity. May the recipient listeners benefit more than the presenter tries to present. Thank you, and God bless you all.